Pay attention, you bastards.
Imagine you being at the crib. Imagine you being at the crib and minding your business, and you find out the cartel is looking for you. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to mind your business. You trying to mind your business. You trying to do your thing, and they just pull up to your crib. I need you. Come on. What you gonna do? So look, man, I want to get into this story, man. I was talking to one of my partners, man. Just my guy. I've always been connected with him since I was about 19, man. And he introduced me to a lot, you know, within this music industry. Just moving around, just moving around, making money, doing my thing. But you know, this cat, man, my guy South, he was on the phone. He was telling me, he was like, man, I never forget the cartel was hitting my neighborhood. Like, bro, I'm looking for him. He's like, I'm thinking I'm in trouble. I'm thinking something happened, and they was just looking for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nigga, what? So I'm like, bro, look, we gonna get into the story, cause I need to know how this happens, man. So, let's get into it. I'm gonna get him on the line. See if you free, get him on the line, and we gonna dive into the story, man. Yo, South, you there, bro?
Yo, what up, bro? What's going on?
Man, what's up, man? Look, I'm online, right? I'm online, and I was telling my people, I'm like, man, I got one of my big homies, I'm gonna see if I can get him on the line to go over this story about this cartel. Now we're gonna talk about a lot, but that cartel shit, we gotta dive into it about what happened. First, I want to get into just who you are, where you come from, how you start moving. I was telling my people, you worked in the music industry. You heard me rapping when I was 19. It kind of took me under your wing early on. You know what I'm saying? It kind of helped me, get into this music business. So, I wanted to kind of just dive in a little bit. So if you can let the people know, who you are and how you kind of got into that, and then we can go into the cartel story.
Oh man, I'm OG South, big dog South. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this music thing since I was like 17. Came out with a record on my own, almost went gold. Ended up having my own record company before a lot of these niggas, man. Master P, all these niggas know, you know what I'm saying, besides Lil J. He was the only one that had a record company before me. But, I was, a teenager with my own record company distributed by BMG. So, there it is. You know what I mean? I do what I do.
Mm-hmm. Nah, most definitely. And then, I was telling him, I was like, man, I was trying to rap back in the day when I was 19, and we stayed in the same building. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was saying like, yo, bro heard me rapping, playing my beats, and he kind of just, was like, yo, I fuck with you, and kind of put me in different rooms. So, yeah. How, what made you kind of be like, because I'm, I know you hear artists all the time. Yeah.
Oh man, man, you just, you had that personality, dog. I come from this shit, man. I've been out here since I was 16 years old, my nigga. And, I can spot a real one from a mile away, bro. You just got that on you, bro. You know what I mean? You just look like one of them young niggas that a nigga just want to fuck with. Get some money with this nigga, man. Show this nigga some shit that, he might not know, and he might show me some shit that I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna fuck with him, man. I ain't gonna give up on it. Let's get it.
Nah, man, and as I always say, man, I appreciate the love and support, man. Like, because at that time, nigga was trying to figure out the music shit. I didn't have no real path. I was just like, man, I just want to rap. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of, what I'm saying, even though I didn't continue putting my foot on the gas, and I found other passions and whatnot. You kind of was just like, man, if this what you want to do, and I was saying like how you off the rip, you had put me in the studio. Cause it wasn't like, and I want to be clear on this, y'all. It wasn't like he put me in the studio, with some nigga that was like some little small nigga. And I was a small nigga, so it wasn't like, nigga, I worked to get there to get in the studio with this nigga. It was like, nigga, your big homie said, we should fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had no music recorded. Y'all, look, chat, I'm telling y'all, I didn't have not one song recorded. I was just rapping on beats, just trying to freestyle on beats and write the beats.
I remember that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? He was just like, hey, look, listen, man, I see what you're trying to do. And then he got Kanye people on the phone off the rip and was like, let's talk about some. That was when Kanye was doing was it good music? Wait.
Yeah, he had the good music thing. He was in Hawaii at the time.
Yeah, so again, I just want to say that publicly on my platform, I appreciate that because again, man, like that was just on some like big homie, little homie. I want to see this little nigga win. It ain't gonna benefit me for real. I'm just want to see this nigga win. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
Come on, man. You already know.
It's love. But listen, man, I want to get into the Cartel situation, man, because I'm like, bro, how that shit happened? You know what I'm saying?
He niggas be talking, man. Talk too much, man. But not just saying it's me, because I ain't saying it's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, a story of how I know how these niggas get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how did it happen exactly? Right. So give me from the beginning. Like, because real quick. Because it's like you said some real shit, and you was like, bro, certain people you can't get in contact with them. They got to get in contact with you. You can't just go and hit. Hey, I'm gonna get it. No, nigga, we gotta find you. So I thought that stuck out. So I wanna like I said, let's dive into it. Let's go ahead.
See, first of all, man, let me just say that's why I fuck with this young nigga right here, man. He, that nigga picked everything out of the conversation and went right in on, what I'm saying, the shit a nigga need to know. And so yeah, Dre, it's like, man, big motherfuckers that's getting bread already, man. It ain't about money to them. You know what I'm saying? It's more power kind of thing. So you ain't just walking up to them, or you ain't just working your way up to I'm gonna work up to a couple of bread eggs or whatever, and I'm gonna meet the whoop whoop whoop. That ain't how that happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Them people, man, them folks find you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They find you, and then you don't even know these people. Like, the story that I think you referring to was when somebody that I know kind of whatever, they found this nigga, man. They called him, at his house or whatever. A friend of his named Kool-Aid called him and told him like, yo, these niggas, these Mexicans looking for you. So the first thing a nigga do when you think about Mexicans looking for a nigga, wait a minute, I don't owe nobody, especially when you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know who got it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So. You're thinking like, well, hold on, man, I don't owe nobody shit. What the fuck they talking about looking for me? I ain't robbed nobody. What's going on? That's what you're thinking. And that's how it usually happen too, bro. You almost on some panic shit, like, well, shit, man, let me get my niggas together, though. We finna pull up. So the nigga called me back and was like, yo, T, man, they came back over here. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck, my nigga? What people there? He like, nah, look, this what's going on. He like, shit, bro, them niggas pulled up a thing, bro, and said, man, this shit for bruh. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? I was like, well, shit, nigga, tell them where a nigga at. And, and that's how it happened, man. The motherfuckers knock at a nigga door, man, and introduce themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a very brief, direct to the point conversation. You know what I mean? I know where you live. You know what I'm saying? I like what you do. I see you getting money. Let's get something together. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you fucking with. They can't. They telling you all this. Who you fucking with? They can't fuck with what we got going on. This is what we can offer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The shit. I ain't had that much bread on me. I had maybe 15,000 or some old bullshit because I hadn't even got no money back or nothing. Yeah. And shit, a nigga told them niggas like, this is what I got. And them niggas like, well, look, man, fuck all that. Keep that. This is what we gonna do. How long is it gonna take you? Boom. Next thing man, they dropping it on the nigga. It was just coming. You know what I'm saying? So whatever a nigga asked for, 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, it was coming.
Man. Hey, so when that happened, because you young, you hustling, you doing your thing. When it happened, was it overwhelming? Was you like, man, what I'm gonna do? Or you was already like, man, this ain't nothing to me. Like I can do what I gotta do with it. You know what I'm saying? Was you nervous or you was?
That shit was so many years ago, bro. I'm recalling shit. Like I say, and it ain't just, I'm just saying it is me. It's just, it's, shit that happened in, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
yeah, man, shit. Yeah, it was overwhelming like a motherfucker. It was overwhelming, but I knew what I could do. You know what I mean? I knew it wasn't nothing that I couldn't put together. And then when shit like that usually sell itself, man. As long as the numbers right, you know what I'm saying. You get in touch with the right people. Then it comes to a point where you don't want to meet nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got, I'm fucking with you 3, 4 niggas, man. Really 4 too many, but I'm fucking with you 3 niggas and maybe that 4th nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you tell them niggas, hey, my nigga, y'all niggas handpick niggas, man, because you ain't got to be out here just you know what I'm saying, stumbling and fumbling and shit, bro. Take your time, because you know the shit ain't going nowhere. And, you know, as long as you pick the right nigga, niggas gonna eat forever. Just gotta do it right.
For sure, for sure. Let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? Because we see a lot of movies, you know what I'm saying, a lot of TV shows, you know what I'm saying, but as a person that really lived it in real life, you know, at a high level, not like on some like, man, I'm playing with little small, at a high level. Like, what was something that you can talk about, right? Obviously, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, that was back in the day. You know, you turn shit legitimate, and you know, you doing big business. You know what I'm saying? But what was the craziest thing you probably seen just in that life? You know what I'm saying, that you can talk about. You know what I'm saying, that kind of made you be like, man, you know, this shit ain't to be played with.
Man, shit. So that's a good question, bro. And one thing that jumped right out to me, something I'll never forget. I got a few incidents, but one quick one, man. Went to the club with one of my homeboys, bro. Shit, I was a fucking young ass nigga, man. Probably about 24, 25. Went to the club with my nigga. In the back of the club, it was you know, gambling and shit. And you know, most of the time like that, man, you back there with a bunch of killers, drug dealers, and niggas that's fighting dogs and chickens and shit, like real motherfucking criminals, right?
Yeah.
So, and niggas is back there, motherfucker. Just if you was to pull all the money that was just in that room, and it was just, say, maybe 15, 20 people, you might have pulled together at least $1.5 million, $2 million, just right now in that room. I'm talking about niggas walking in that bitch for 200,000-300,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me and my nigga was finna get down. We was finna leave the city. We had some other shit going on. We had just came in, went shopping. Everybody went shopping and shit. And true story, man. It was probably about 5 of us, maybe 6 of us. We may have went to the mall. One of the best times we ever had, man. Went to the mall and probably spent about, I'm gonna say maybe 70,000, something like that. We was just buying shit. And so you know, this is, I'm saying this because you can get comfortable. You can get too comfortable, and this is when you make mistakes, when you start getting too comfortable. So we went to this club and shit, and my nigga pulled out all this money, bop, bop, bop. Make a long story short, when I came outside the club, it was a lady by the passenger side, the back tire. She was on the passenger side by the back tire, crying on the ground, beat up. So I asked her, you know what I'm saying, like a gentleman, you know, what's going on? And she told me what was going on, and she mentioned the two names of who it was going on with. 2 niggas that's reputable in that city that I already know, look, man, I ain't trying to have no smoke with these niggas, and they most likely wasn't trying to have no smoke with us, but, you know, this shit could really be something crazy. So, look, I asked the lady, I said, look, man, no disrespect or what have we, but I'm going to need you to move. You know what I'm saying? And then she didn't move, but by the time I said that, my partner came outside the club. He didn't even know this lady, man. And he started playing that hero shit because he had a good night that night. Started playing the hero shit. And make a long story short, man, shit, they shot him. They shot his ass 9 times, bro. Like from the length of a car hood. You know what I mean? Shot him 9 times and stood over him and shot him in the head. Right in front of me, like, kind of shit. And then looked at me like, what's up? And I'm like, nothing, my nigga. Like, but you could imagine how I was feeling, you know?
Damn. Man, man.
Yeah.
That's rest in peace to the homie, man.
Come on.
You know, but it goes to show, man, you got to be careful. It's why I don't jump in a lot of people's situations too. You know what I'm saying? Where you see somebody like, I've went to the club or whatever and seen a woman like she beat up or whatever. She you know what I'm saying? And I kind of be like, nah, I'm not even gonna get too much into it, because, you know, on one hand you want to help, right? Because you see that, you like, dang, like that's not right. Right. But on the other hand, it's like you never know what come behind that situation, you know.
Right.
And it's sad to say, in this situation, it's like he just trying to be a man. Hey, look, let me make sure she good.
Sometimes, you know, I ain't never told you nothing wrong. You know, I always told you real shit, man. And, you know, when it comes to certain shit, man, especially when you're dealing with a real man, you know, let's understand all. You know, niggas is real niggas and all that, but we men first. That's what niggas understand. Niggas is men first with a lot of testosterone and be ready to fuck rip a nigga head off if he get out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, when it comes about a nigga money, a nigga girl, a nigga food, his mama, those are things you just don't play with. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga arguing with his girl, pardon my French, but I'm just gonna be real. A nigga you need to watch it. You need to be a person needs to step back, because that's some personal shit. that can go wrong quick. So don't be no hero, because hero niggas die, my nigga. She stayed there. She know this nigga beating on her, and she's still there. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Yeah, man. So like, you know, I want my people to take, because I got a lot of young people that watch me too. I want y'all to take out of this, man. Just be careful in what you're doing. You know, do your thing, have fun, be outside. You know what I'm saying? But be careful in who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Be careful in what you're doing to make your money too. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this shit get treacherous. You know what I'm saying? So I want to bring one of my OGs on here to really just speak, and we're gonna start doing a lot more content together. But I wanted to just bring him on here to speak, man. We don't get a lot. He always busy, man. He got hella businesses and shit doing his thing. So when I do get a chance to finally get up with him, I always like to just get game, and just chop it. You know what I'm saying? And pick up gems. You know what I'm saying? And within that, you know, you hear different stories, man. So I wanted to share this story with y'all, just to understand, man. Like, and I want your take out of it. Like, yo, it's not to glorify the life. It's not to glorify this shit. It's to say, yo, like, things happen. You know, when you live in certain lives, things go down. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of them things where, you know, you a lot of times you might not even have signed up for it. Like you were saying with the cartel, like that's not something that I was in search of them. I'm just doing my thing to make the money how I'm making the money. But they kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And when they call, you deliver. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of them things, man. So, you know, I want the young people on here just to understand, man. You know, get out here, get your money, be safe doing what you're doing. You know, as South do, take your money, put it into different things. So South, let the people know, you know, kind of what you got going right now. I know you got a few different business ventures that you do, but kind of just to let them know a little bit, you know what I'm saying, kind of what you're doing.
All right. Shit, man. If I could, if it's all good, you know, I don't want to be, you know, trying to take. I need my own podcast, and shit. But yeah, man. I want to get some good game, dog. You know, just something that people might not be telling people. You know, youngsters that need to know this shit, man. Mm-hmm. You know, man. I done been up and I done been down, man. I done been rich, man. I done been poor, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you, man. First of all, you know, the rich shit, the way you get it. It matters, dog. You know, if you get it on some fucked up shit, or I even say fucked up shit, if you get it on some, you know, hustling, blah, 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 that's the way it goes. And it's a lot come with that, my nigga. And it's really a facade. It's really a thing that, you know, you think it's a good thing. You think you winning because you know, they made $1.5 million. You're sitting over here, you looking at, you know, $1.5 million, $2 million. You got a Rolls Royce parked outside, a Bentley, and, you know, some more shit. You like, oh shit, I done made it. But dog, it's a facade, my nigga, because it's a lot that come with it, and it ain't really worth it. At the end of the day, it's not worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that. What was the question you asked me again? I'm sorry.
Just kind of what you know. I know you dibble and dabble in a few different business ventures, but kind of just letting the people know, like, you know, what you getting on nowadays as far as the businesses.
Yeah, I got a passion for music, so, and I know everybody, so I'm doing this little app thing I got going. I've got a record company I'm dealing with. I'm doing a lot of A&R work. I got a pressure washing company that's, believe it or not, that's you know, real good money, man. I got a bunch of shit going on, man. I got a truck company that I'm dealing with. My nephew got some stock shit going on. I got a couple properties, you know, but all that didn't come from, I don't want people to get it twisted. You know, none of that came from, you know, what we talking about, man. You know, I'm telling you, it's a facade, bro. You know, the real money comes from, you know, the legit shit. And you know, if you think about it, when we selling dope, we think about it like this, right? Because we come from the hood, you know what I'm saying? So when we see somebody, you know, pull down the street in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or whatever the fuck, or whatever, Astro Martin, whatever the fuck, with a top dropped on that shit, and you know, you know, the nice chains, that nigga done made it, man. He made $1 million. This nigga's a millionaire. So we feel like, damn, you know, he made $2 million. And to be real, in that game to make $2 million, you saying something. You know, you doing your shit, because it ain't easy to make $2 million, $3 million in this shit, especially where we come from, not being black. You know, with the cartel niggas, that's different. The niggas, you know, they get $3, $4, $5, $600,000 payments from, you know, 20, 30 niggas every other week. So it's a different thing. But when you talk about black people, you know, you get $1 million, $2 million, $3 million cash. You know, you doing your shit. So, but that's chasing the wrong money, because with the right money, and you help me with this shit too, youngster, with the right money, man, well, you know, chasing the right bridge, you know, you seeing $30, $40 million, and that's on a light day. You know, you tell me a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm trying to get like you, man. I can't take no credit for nothing, man. I'm trying to, you know, like I always say, man, I've always liked to just have solid older partners in my contact list. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we like I said earlier, we met each other when I was in a time period where I got my first little spot. I'm thinking I'm doing something, you know what I'm saying, and like, you know, big bro kind of was like, hey, look, I see what you're doing. And again, that's why I say a lot of people don't have real big homies. They got niggas that'll lead them down the wrong direction, because it wouldn't matter what he was doing. He like, yo, you 19, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing whatever I'm doing, but I got other things going on. I see you want to rap. It don't take nothing for me to throw a little contact your way. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell the guys now, is like, a lot of times we don't share the plug. We don't share, you know, game. We don't share contacts, because we feel like, oh, well, you know, he gonna outshadow me. You never looked at it like that. You was on some like, I don't even know this little nigga like that, but I see he in that room every day, you know what I'm saying, trying to rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no music recorded, but he in that room trying to rap and freestyle on beats. And because I got a connection, let me go ahead and just put him over here and see what he do. And a lot of times, like I said, people be afraid to do that. So that's why I say, man, I can't thank you enough, because that was something that was important to me, more than the music, more than the connection. It was look, it gave me the understanding that, yo, it don't take nothing to help somebody. If you want to help them, help them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It don't take nothing to shoot a contact. If he do something with it, he do. If he don't, that's his loss. You know what I'm saying? And to me, man, that made me, that was something that I took from being 19 years old to now. I'll be 35 next month. That's something I took and kind of put in my pocket. Like, look, help these young niggas. You don't stop looking for shit on the back end, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you do with it. And that was kind of your mentality too. Like, that was your energy towards, like, bro, I don't care if you, I'm already rich. Like, this is one of my spots. I already got money. Like, I'm just trying to see you win. So, you know, it's something that made me be like, man, help. If you see a young nigga that got some drive, man, throw him a bone. That shit don't take nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I wanted to just give you flowers, man. As a real OG, a real big homie, that put a young nigga in position, man. So I appreciate the love, man. I just want to give you flowers real quick, man.
Man, I appreciate that, youngster, man. That shit, that made a nigga night, man. I appreciate that, bro. You know, that's some real shit. You a sharp young dude, bro. You always had it in you, man. Like, you know, no cap. Not just saying this because we on the line right now. And I've told you this several times, just seeing you in person. Like, you really took what I showed you, man, and did something else with it and applied it in different ways. And then, you know, you're the one dude I could say, man, even as a youngster, bro, you would always take something and make a hustle out of it. And that's what I respected about you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, for instance, you can't lay a brick. You don't know how to do no driveway. But you called me one day and you said, hey, OG, hey, man, you know somebody who that shit funny. You know somebody who can lay bricks, man? Man, I got this swimming pool thing. I said, yo, man, what the fuck is you talking about? He like, yeah, man, I got this company and shit, man. I'm gonna start doing their lease. I'm gonna start doing their business for them and stuff, and I'm gonna put it together and I'm gonna start charging them for that. Like, you know, he made a hustle out of that thing, man, and I really respect that about you, bro. So hats off, man. I'm giving you your flowers too, and I appreciate that, bro.
Love, man. You know it's love, man. And there y'all have it, man. Like I said, I'm bringing a big homie back, man. We got a lot of things to talk about. So, man, all my people, man, make sure you tap in. I'm gonna drop his page in the description as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to Big Bro page. And you know, like I said, we're gonna be dropping a lot more shit, just coming to you about a lot of shit, because this one dude, he's humble right now. He ain't really. We talking about something, he ain't talking about shit. You will see what I'm talking about as we do more videos. So make sure y'all subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed to his channel, like I said, his channel will be in the description. Make sure you subscribe up and follow him as well. And get ready, because like I said, we got a lot of dope stories, a lot of motivation, a lot of stories about different people, from the Master P's to the Whack 100s to the, you know what I'm saying. We gon' speak, because again, bro humble, so he not really I gotta ask him. He's not really gonna just bring it up, but when we start talking, man. And like I said, y'all gonna get some good some good shit. Y'all gonna get some wild stories, but more than anything, y'all gonna get some real game from a real OG. And when I say OG, that's not just an older nigga. That's a nigga that's putting the youth on. That's a nigga that's motivating the youth. That's a nigga that's, giving opportunities and not looking for nothing from the opportunity except, I want to see young homie win, because I feel like he got drive. So when I say OG, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you old bum ass niggas that be standing on the corner not getting no money. You know what I'm saying? Not putting the youth on, not and leading them down the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? So when I say OG, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, shout my nigga South, man. Again, man, I appreciate your time. I know you hella busy, and you took the time out for me to do this, and I appreciate the love, man. Thank you again.
Love, man. Like I always say, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
All right.
All right, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.
One.